Hey, Mats. Hang on. I'm got to get my voice going, and I'm trying to make sure I have every light on as I possibly can. Hi, Teresa. Hi, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Hi, Darla. All right. So here's the thing, guys. Well, I'll say it. I'll say it now, and I'll say it again. Apparently, the only time my battery goes isn't charging is when I was streaming the last 2 times. My battery works fine. I can watch videos. I can watch live shows. I can go from room to room. Everything works fine. The battery works fine everywhere except when I was streaming the last 2 times. So hopefully we will see. It still looks a little dark. There we go. We will see how it goes today. Hi, Lynn. Happy Hump Day, everybody. So I was going to work on my Abandoned Places books, but because I wasn't sure of my battery and I need way more than 2 hours. I need way more than 2 hours to do an Abandoned Place book. I need at least 3 to 4. I can work on Faithfulmess. I can work on her for a while, and if I only have 2 hours of battery time, that's not a problem. But I can't finish an abandoned book, altered book, in 2 hours. So, hi, Julie. Happy Wednesday. So I'm good. Hi, Mama 4, Kenny, BDI, Beth, Darla, Lynn. So anyway, guys, I'm going to make sure, see if my battery stays charged while I'm streaming. So I'm going to work on Faithfulmess today, and we'll do Abandoned Places when I know that I have a 4-hour window, at least a 4-hour window, So we'll see. Let's just make sure here. It's still saying fully charged. I'm plugged in. But the only 2 times that my battery has not held a charge was the last 2 times I streamed. It's been fine. I can watch streams. I can watch videos. For hours. So I don't know what it was on the last 2 streams. But we're going to give it a shot today. And like I said, let's see if it holds a charge for, it's plugged in. So it shouldn't even go down, right? Hi, Diane. Let's see, Kia, Sherry Bug. So anyway, happy Hump Day, everybody. So I started working on her hair. I have a little bit of color in the hair. And so, yeah, if y'all don't know, this is Faithfulmess. I did message her, or I did leave a comment on her IG. So maybe she'll be here if she can, I don't know, but I'm going to see. Because, again, it's only the last 2 times I've streamed. I can watch streams. I can watch 2 streams at a time. And the battery doesn't go down. So I don't know. Hi, Shauna, Kathy. Take a sip of coffee or try and get my voice going. So, yeah. So that's what we're going to do today. Let me go ahead and zoom in one here, at least until we get come on, stay light. It's probably all the white paper. So, yeah, I hope y'all are having a good week. Kathy, Arlene, hi, Bacola. I was just saying, Picola, that the only time my battery is not holding a charge was the last 2 times I've streamed. I've tested it with all kinds of different situations. I've watched streams, live shows, lots of videos. I've gone in different rooms in my house. So hopefully we will be holding a charge today. It's still saying fully charged. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. So anyway, we're going to work however long we can. We'll have at least 2 hours on battery time. So we'll work at least 2 hours on Faithfulmess. That's her name, by the way, guys. She's a mess. Hi, Ro. Hi, Ro. Hi, Suze. Lisa. I know I'm probably missing some people. So we're going to, and of course, I have to lock the cats out with the pan pastels. You know, that was a near disaster the last time Malibu got in the red, yellow, and blue. Hi, Louise. So the cats have to be locked out when I do pan pastels. Happy hump day, Nancy. I know, they're awesome. Pan pastels are awesome. They are a little expensive. I mean, they can run you $5 to $6 each, but that's cheaper than a Copic. And these will never run out. You will never run out of these unless you are doing like huge canvases every day. These are going to last you probably your whole life. If you're just doing stuff like this or in color books, or, you know, they're just so much pigment for your money. Oh, so yeah. I need to keep my hand here or something. I need to get that light. Yeah, come on, stay. It'll probably start. Well, I'll zoom in a little more in a minute. So anyway, what's everybody doing this week? Anything fun? Hi, Karen. No Lois contact. So I've got her little winnings over here. You know, sitting here waiting on her. No Lois contact, Picola. So yeah. Hi, Lizbeth. But yeah, thanks for asking, Picola. So yeah, I got to get some more happy mail done this week. I have a few I want to draw some sketches for my PayPal people and super chat people. Finishing up the iCAD challenge today and working in my paint journal. All right. Did you get your napkins, Julie, or did you already tell me? And I said something already. It's hard to keep up with everybody. Seriously, I do my best. But I did send you some. I sent you and Picola some because y'all are awesome mods. Not that the other mods aren't awesome, but I figured you two would use them. So you did? Okay. And speaking of our mods, let me go ahead and go over here real quick because our Terry is not going to be here till she finds out about her shoulder. I think another week or so she's going to find out about she's going to have shoulder. This is hard to say. Shoulder surgery. So y'all keep our Terry in your thoughts and prayers. And in the meantime, where is it? In the meantime. That's for you, Terry, if you're watching. Hi, Cynthia. Let's see, Cynthia, Annette. There's Faithfulmess. Hi, Faithful. We're going to work on you today, Faithful. And if you want to talk about yourself, I know Faithful's probably going, oh my gosh, don't make me talk about myself. But Faithfulmess does have a channel. She has a YouTube channel. She's there and I will put a link to her channel in the description after the video renders. Okay, so we're still charged at 100%, guys. So we'll hopefully we're going to stay charged up. I'm not going to touch the computer. I'm not move it. I'm not going to bump it. I'm not going to touch the cords. So hopefully we'll have I like to have 3 hours to work on this, but depending on the battery so far. And like I said, guys, it only hasn't held a charge the last 2 streams. Everything else I can watch everything and do everything on my lappy. So I don't know what the deal was the last 2 streams, but so far we're still at 100%. We're plugged in. We're good to go. Hi, Michelle. So we're gonna work on Faithfulmess today, and I just found her, and I'm gonna be working off of a photograph. She posted some pictures of herself on IG, so I grabbed this one. So there's our Faithfulmess, and this is what I'm going to be working from today on my iPad. And so I'll be setting that right up here. If I'm working on her eyes, I might be having it a little closer and zoomed in on her eyes, that kind of thing. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to do it in pan pastels. I'm trying my best to, y'all know I do pencil portraits, pet and people portraits. That's a mouthful. In colored pencil. And I'm trying to get better at my pan pastels to work to do more portraits in pan pastels. So, I practice. I know, isn't it, Louise? So I've been trying to practice here on the show. There's quite a few different things that I've done with pan pastels other than color books. I mean, I do, I do pan pastel faces in my color books. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do today. And then hopefully next week I can have a good 4 or 5 hour chunk of time to work on abandoned books, because I want to work in abandoned palaces and abandoned sacred places. I want to work in those next week. So let's see. I know Nancy, and she has a beautiful spirit as well. Our Faithfulmess does. So yeah, I know she's probably embarrassed because, but hey. Hi, baby girl. So I do have a couple of tools here. I have my electric eraser. I have my kneaded eraser. I have some sponges that I blend on. I blend on these sponges. I also have all my other tools right here if I need them. So they're right, my little pan pastel toolbox. I have more of these sponges here too. I won't need more, but I have different. I have more blending sponges here and other things. But this will probably be all I need. She does, Kenny. She does have the best spirit. Okay, so I'm going to move all my pan pastels up here. Okay, let's put this one over here. So I'm kind of getting my colors the way I'm going to try to use them. And let's see here. Let's see if I can get this to hold the light. Let's zoom in a little. I think that looks pretty good. Does the light look pretty good? I like y'all to be able to see the pan pastel colors around the edges. But yeah, because I'm zoomed in, that's probably not going to be, I'll try to use whatever one I'm using, kind of pull forward. So again, pan pastels are not my, first medium, but thanks. Okay. Thanks, Darla. See how it, but watch, look, see how it stays bright for just a minute. Here we go. There we go. Well, I guess if I leave my hand in there. But I'm trying to get better at pan pastels. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let me check my battery thing here. We're still fully charged. I think we're good to go, people. Oh, Kenny said, Dee Dee, please. What, please what, Kenny? Did I miss something, Kenny? Okay, Faithful. Okay. All right, Faithful. Oh my gosh. And I don't know what Kenny said. Dee Dee, please. Dee Dee, please what? Did you tweet? Yes, I did tweet, Pacola. I just tweeted that I was alive. I didn't put any pictures. I just posted that I was going. But thank you, Pacola. You're the best, Pacola. So, yeah. I looked at 3 books too. There was something interesting there. Don't drive in chat, people. Don't drive in chat. I'm practicing on drawing my grandkids. How do you make them look young? Is there a trick? You just got it, with smooth skin, you just make sure you don't put too many shading that where it looks like they have folds in their skin. I am going to be doing a commission. I've already done 4 of his grandchildren, and he wants me to do the 5th. I showed y'all the picture. Let me see if I have it on my iPad. He wants me to do so, and he doesn't care if I show the pictures of his grandkids, and I can work on them. This one. So I want to do this one, and I want to practice with the pan pastels. Now when I say I'm doing it in pan pastels, I'm also doing pan pastels and pencil detail. So, but look how smooth her little baby skin is. There's not a wrinkle in there. I mean, you could almost do this with just, she has some blue around the eyes, but look, you could do this with probably 3 or 4 colors if you're not used to doing lots of layers. So, yeah. So I'll probably work on her on a camera. Now I don't know if I'll stream it, but I'll probably at least record it. Okay. Yeah, I know. That'll be his 5th grandchild that I'll be doing. But Officer Dee Dee is on. Oh, Arlene. But Officer Dee Dee's on. Hi, Riri. Hi, Kimberly. I think I said yes. I had Sherry, but I'm just seeing who I've missed. So again, we're going to be working on Faithfulmess. My battery seems to be fine, fully charged. I don't know what the deal was the last 2 streams, guys. The battery in my Lappy has been fine for everywhere else. And in the last, because it was the last 2 streams and over the weekend, I watch streams on it. I watch recordings. I do everything on the laptop, and it holds the charge fine. And I'm talking about with the charger plugged in. So I don't know what the deal was the last 2 streams where it just, 2.5 hours in my battery. And I'm talking with it plugged in, but it's been fine. It's fine otherwise, and it seems fine this morning. So, but we'll see how it goes. And I should have, even if the battery won't hold a charge, I still should have a 2.5 hours. But right now it's at 100%, so we're good. Oh, awesome, Lisbeth! They're coming home tomorrow from France. Awesome. Hi, Joey, Karen. Let's see. I know I'm probably missing people coming in. Hi, Janet. So, yeah, I was just saying, Janet, that so far my battery's working fine. It's holding a charge this morning. Let me get a sip of juice. I got juice and coffee. So, anyway, the other thing I want to tell y'all, and Jan's not here, Lady True North Jan. She's been wanting to take me on a tour of Quail Hill. She lives in British Columbia. She's been wanting to take me on a tour of her Quail Hill. That's her property. That's what she and Mr. Bear have named it. And so yesterday we finally got together, and she took me on I think in Gilligan's Island, it's a 3-hour tour. Well, she took me on a 2-hour tour. So she took me all over Quail Hill, down to the farm, down to the gardens. We met people along the way, and we stopped and said hi to them from Georgia. And it was so lovely. She has the best, loveliest place. Yeah, Janet said, I heard I'm keeping my fingers crossed and we don't have to get out the screwdrivers and hammers. Janet, me too. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I don't see Jan here. It's really, she's 3 hours behind. It's only 5:51 on the over there on the West Coast. I think she's 3 hours behind. So she's probably hopefully still asleep. And I know, it was so nice. So we FaceTimed, and she took me all around her Quail Hill. Lovely, lovely views. And yeah, and she's done these awesome tags, and I'm trying to talk her into doing a book. We're gonna make her an author. I'm gonna make an author out of that girl yet. Yeah. So anyway, we did that. I did that yesterday. So yeah. And of course, like I said, the cats are locked out today while we work on this. I might just go ahead and start while I'm chatting. And I want to turn my laptop a little closer to look at me, but I'm afraid to move. I'm afraid to move it. It's doing so well. It's holding a charge. I'm afraid to touch it. So make sure, guys, if you talk to me, to put it in caps. And if I don't see it, the mods will tell you to repeat it or they'll get my attention. And again, our Terry mod is hopefully she's watching. Hi, Terry. We gave her a growl shout out earlier. But anyway, she's waiting to hear on shoulder surgery. That's very hard to say. Okay, so I don't know. Let's see what we're going to start. It's all, not planned out except for all the colors that I picked that I think I might need. I picked out more than I know I'm going to need, but I picked out a lot of colors. Let's make sure the camera is straight. And I'm just going to dig in, guys. We're just going to dig in. Let me move my erasers out of my way. Here's my blending sponge. Hi, Dot. Okay, so let me look for a minute. I'm going to look at her picture. I'm going to look at her. I'm going to kind of zoom in a little bit on her skin. The only thing I've done is I did put some acrylic paint down for her hair, and then I went back on top of it with a little bit of blue highlight to highlight the highlight in her hair. And her hair is very short, so. Yes, Kenny said, hi, Terry. We love and miss you. Best wishes. That's Riri. Oh, let's see. Let me get my little blending thing here. And I think I'm going to go over here too. This is Permanent Red Extra Dark. And these two are probably the same color. Let's see. Yeah. So just to show you, these three right here, these are all the same color. This just has black in it, and this has white in it. But this is a color that I'm working from, this one right here for now. We'll see. I'm gonna test this out, and I think I'm gonna also use a little red iron oxide. So I'm gonna pull up. Oops. See, now this one, for some reason, red iron oxide has a little crumble to it. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with the pigment, but that's the only one that I have that kind of has a little crumble to it. Okay, so let's see. I just got to kind of go in here and test. I need a little bit more red. So we'll see how this goes. I'm doing the shadows now. And I'm going to be taking my time, guys, and working on it for a couple hours. Do I need to zoom in? How do you pick up cool undertones in skin? With my pan pastels, I'm not, you just have to put layers. I will be putting some other colors in her, but with pencils, I feel like I can layer a lot more. I'm not proficient enough with my pan pastels to do, 20 layers like I can with my pencils. Are we zoomed in enough, guys? Is this good? Let me maybe zoom in one more. I don't want to zoom in too far yet. When I start doing detail, you just kind of look at the skin, look at it, and see what colors you see in it. See, like I see a little bit, of a gray blue in her skin, and it kind of a greeny blue. These two colors, it looks different on camera. And so, like, for instance, if I was doing color pencils, I'd put some of that under right here. Okay, I'd put some of that here. I see it here. But the thing with pan pastels, when I go to put the brown in it, I think I'm just going to cover that up. You see, with pencil, you can not cover that up. It'll stay. But with pan pastels, I'm just not, I'm not proficient at it yet. I mean, I can blend them together, but we're going to work on it. We're going to do our best. Like I said, I am new to pan pastels. When I say new, I've had them for about a year, but that's new. I mean, that is very new. And let me get I forgot I got to get a paper towel. I just clean my tools off on a paper towel, a dry paper towel, and see, you can just brush it off. So you can just brush it off like that. Okay, so let's see here. Do you feel pan pastels are light to dark? Or, I don't really have rules about that stuff. I just do whatever I think I need to do. Sometimes I might start on an eyebrow. See, you see, I've already put the pupils in her eyes with pencil. So it. I don't. I don't like to. I'm not a teacher. I know you can learn things from me, but oh yeah, I learned so much from you. You teach me so much, but really seriously, I'm not a teacher. I do demos. I just demo what I'm doing. And I try to talk y'all through whatever I'm doing, but trust me, there are tons of pan pastel teachers, pencil teachers out there. Um, I'm winging it, people. I just go for it. I just go for it. And anything I want to learn, I just try it out and try to do it. And a lot of times, like the pan pastels, y'all seen pretty much everything I've done with pan pastels. I do it all here with you guys. And this is Strathmore Tone Tan. This is the no, not a board. Let me see. Let me find the. Hang on. Let me find the pad to show you. I have always used the Strathmore Tone Tan sketch paper. It's the same color as this, but it's thinner. This is the Tone Tan mixed media, which is thicker. It's 184 pound, 9 by 12, and it's like cardstock. It's really heavy cardstock. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you, Sherry Bog. So I'm because you said something about the undertone skin. I'm trying to kind of pick out a little bit of that kind of bluey kind of color in there. It's right along her hairline. So, like I said, if you have questions, put it in caps, and I glance over here all the time. I glance over here. Right. Let's see where else is some kind of bluey gray. And again, this is like how I would do pencil with the undertone, but I don't know if it's going to stay. I don't know how well it's going to stay with pan pastels, or how much I'm going to end up covering it up. I need to put her eyebrows in shortly. I'm right under her eyebrows right now. Okay, so let's see. And I'm going to take my time, guys. So I don't know how far we'll get. Am I zoomed in enough, guys, for you? Let me know. I can zoom in more, but I kind of like you to be able to see colors I'm picking and whatnot. What's going on in the periphery of it. But if you'd rather me zoom in more, I can do that too. This is a little bit of a shadow between her hand and her face there. All right, let's see. And I have a very little pigment, very light touch. Very light touch, especially here at the beginning. I want to, I'm still half drawing. And I have her sketched in with a Prismacolor sienna color pencil. This color here, sienna. I think it's sienna. Henna brown, henna or sienna. It's one of the two. So. when you turn this tool over or sideways, you get a little bit more detail. Now, there's no way I can get the detail I want in a portrait from these tools. They're just not, pencil sharp thin. So after I get all the here, I will go in with detail with color pencil. And I found that most pan pan pastel artists uh, use a combination of pencil and pan pastel. Okay, Kenny. And Kenny, I've not tried my spray bottle yet. Kenny sent me, let me show you. Kenny sent me this bottle, which I love this. She sent me the spray bottle to use with my Spectra Fix. So I don't know if I don't want to test it on this, but I'll test it on something else. And then if it works, I'll spray Faithfulmess with that if it works. You know, it's got a nice highlight on this side of the cheek here. Okay, let's put a little bit more. And I'm using a combination right now of turquoise extra dark and Payne's gray. Those two colors mixed because it's kind of a bluey, a grayy green color. Kind of Payne's gray, kind of bluey color. So that's what I'm using here. And again, I don't know if it'll end up being kind of more covered up than not. But I see those colors in the portrait. Bye, Kia. Thanks for stopping by. Or I should say in her photo. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get a likeness here. And don't forget, guys, as long as you haven't sprayed it, fixed it yet, if you make a mistake or think, oh, that's too much right there, take your kneaded eraser or if it's tiny, you can take your electric eraser and it'll erase. This erase is so easy. That's one of the things about erase is so easy. As long as you haven't sprayed it. Once you sprayed it, then that's a different story. And what I usually do is I get as much done as I can, and then I'll spray it, and then I'll go in with pencil after I've sprayed it. And her skin and everything's going to smooth out. Right now, we're just getting some shadows in here. You gotta work through all the base and stuff. It takes a while. I'm just taking my time, guys. So yeah, thank you, Pacola. And then the shadow all down in here where her hand is kind of covering up part of her neck here. But it just takes so little pigment. But you want to try to keep your hands clean. And if you see things like little specks falling or something, you want to take your eraser and pick that up with your eraser. Don't try to, don't do that business. You'll have a big smear. All right. Are we good in chat there? Light, light, light touch. More shadow right in here. So how many of y'all have pan pastels, and do you like them? And I know everybody that has them probably likes them, but I just like to check. All right, let's see. A little bit of shadow right in here. Just kind of going all around and picking out shadow. A little bit of shadow right in here with this color in here. I'm just mixing those two colors. I love, mixing them on a sponge. You get the exact colors you want, and I hope Bernadette at Pan Pastel will make a bigger palette out of the soft material. And let me I will say this too. The people say, well, can you use makeup sponges? Because they look, you look at the stuff. Look, you think this is the tip for this tool. You think, oh, look, that looks like a makeup sponge. It's not the same. I'm telling people, the soft material that these things are made out of, this is not the same as a makeup sponge. Okay. If you're investing in pan pastels, invest in it's SOFFT. That's why I always go soft. Painty Girl says I have a few. I haven't messed with them too much. Time you ever heard of them, Teresa Church? Okay. Suze loves them. Julie, I've had them in my cart for a couple of years. Just get one or two, Julie. Get one or two. Louise got my first ones last week, but I haven't tried them yet. Tiffany says I love mine. Dot says I have them and love them. Wish I had more hours in the day. I hear you, Dot. I hear you, Dr. Dot. Let's see. Oh, Faithful. Okay, you're settled in now. Okay, good morning. You're welcome, Faithful. And don't forget, guys, Faithfulmess has a YouTube channel. She does. She's very ASMR. She's very chill. No, I'm not saying that's what she does ASMR videos. She's just very chill. She does a little of everything. She does all kinds of things. So y'all need to check out her channel. Okay, so let's see. I need a little bit more. So, and again, guys, I don't know how much my under color here will be there by the time I get into the red and brown tones. I don't know because I'm new at this. When I say I'm new at this, I'm not new at portraits. I'm new at pan pastels. So, and the cats are going to have a fit to come in, but they cannot come in when I do pan pastels. Y'all saw what happened with Malibu the last time, but they're out there wanting in. I'll tell you. So I'm just kind of going around and looking, and I don't see much of this shade, this kind of Payne's gray color up in her hand there. Let's see. Morning, Kathy. All right. And her hair, let me show y'all the picture I'm working from again. Here's her picture I'm working from. See, you see the little curls up here? Really, her hair is just almost solid black with you can see blue where the light's hitting it. So that's what I've tried to do is, kept it dark. And then I have just some, blue, like you can just see little curls kind of on the edge of the hairline there. And so anyway, I found this picture of Faithful on I want to say Faithfulmess because there's a faithful girl, and I want y'all to confuse Faithfulmess with Faithful Girl. So Faithfulmess had these pictures of herself posted on Instagram, and I love this one with her hand on her face like this. So I just pulled it off Instagram. That's what I'm doing. And when I do these kind of things here as like some demos on the show, I send these off. You know, whether it's a pet or their portrait, I give them to them. So okay, let's get a good start there. All right, now let me go back to my colors here and just get right in the dip of the lip right here. See, this is why it's very, very tiny business here. And I do most of the tiny detail with pencil. Let's check my. Okay, I'm still charged at 100%. So I don't know what the deal was, guys. The last two streams where the battery is that right there. It's a little. I'm gonna have to get my eraser here. Got something. I don't know what it was with the battery charge not staying charged the last two streams, but that everything else has been fine all the time when I use my laptop. There's not an issue with it holding a charge at all. Watching streams, multiple streams. I don't know what the deal was the last two times and we could only stream for like 2.5 hours before the battery ran out. Well, right now, so far, it's holding a charge. So I don't know what it was. But we're seeing good. So anyway, I was going to work on abandoned places today, but or abandoned palaces and abandoned sacred places. But I need a good 4 hours for that. I can work on Faithfulmess, and if I don't finish her, it's okay. But when I do when I work on an abandoned place, altered book, I have to be able to have time to finish. Okay, so there we go. I think I got enough of that color based in some of my heavier shadows. Okay, now let's go. I think I want to put in her eyebrows. So I'm going to kind of mix the black with this blue color I've already got here. And let's see, let's zoom in a little. Now I'm just going to kind of block them in. I don't want to do them too heavy because the individual hairs I will do with pencil. Y'all got to remember, guys, that pencil detail will be done. Pencil detail will be done after it's all blocked in. So I can't put every little hair in yet, like I will with pencil. See, like there's more little hairs in front here, but I want to put that in with pencil. So that, because if I put it in solid, like this is going to look too thick. But I can go in there. Let me just give you an example. But I can go in here and get individual little hairs. I don't want to do too much though, because I still have to do the brown around. But I just want you to kind of see how her eyebrows will come in more, but just with individual hairs. Can y'all see that? Maybe I should zoom more. There we go. Hi, Sketch Cantation. Hi. Hey, Scooty. I know I'm probably missing some people coming in. I bet YouTube has fallen off its axis. Everyone is here. Thank you. Thank you, Sketch Cantation. I don't know if I've met you before. If not, I'll later if you have videos. Okay, so I think that's just a start, just so you can see she's got eyebrows. All right, I'm gonna go over to the other one here. Just gonna block them in. And again, guys, I'm really just taking my time because I want to enjoy it. When a lot of times when I work here, especially when I'm doing collage and mixed media, I'm really going pretty quick because I want to try to get in as much as I can. But this kind of thing, I really like to take my time, and even though it may seem tedious, it may seem tedious. I don't know. Oh, okay. Don't forget, guys, if you want to talk to me, put it in caps. So again, let me just throw in a couple hairs here so you can kind of see her eyebrows. They're very well groomed eyebrows. Nice and shaped. But I don't want to get too much more detail that for now. Okay. All right. I want to go in and pick some highlights out. So I think I'm just going to go with some, I don't know if light blue will be good enough. I think I almost have to go with white to keep my bright highlights. Let me see. Might be able to do, no, I'm going to need, I want to start with white just so I can not lose my highlights. So, and this is what I do with pencil. So when I'm doing a pencil portrait, I always pick out my whites. It's Faithfulmess. Here, let me show y'all her picture again. When I do a pencil portrait, I do this as well. I go in and pick out, I might block it in, do a little shading, put, maybe acrylic paint the base of the hair that I put on top of the hair that's based, and hair and clothes I will put in acrylic paint. I don't think I'm going to put any clothes on her. I mean, you see the very edge of a shirt over here, but I don't think I'm going that far over. So I don't think I'm going to put any clothes. I'm just going to leave it like, yeah. And so when I'm doing my color pencil, I always pick out the highlights, and it starts out, it may not end up being this bright white, but I pick them out so I know where those highlights are, even if I go back over them. You see, this is just so I don't want to lose any light highlights, so you want to be able to do that. And dark-skinned people have highlights. You gotta remember that. I see people do color book pages, not dissing on anybody. I'm just saying, I see people do color book pages with dark skin, and they don't give them any highlights. Like the skin doesn't have any glow to it, or shine, or light hitting it, right? So make sure if you do dark skin, you give them highlights. It's not going to be this white, but it's a base. I'm finding the highlights. There's one right there. Corner of her eye. Now I don't know if I can get in there very well with this. This is where I would go in there with pencil normally. There's a highlight there. You're going to start seeing it come to life with just the highlights. Okay, let me go back to this again. I got this a little. Okay, so you just now, I'm looking for the brightest brights in the whole face. Okay. Got a little line there. You see how it's starting to shape? It's starting to give it dimension. Just with that little bit. And of course, the eyes come to life when I start putting the eyelashes on them. But you don't do that eyelash and eyeliner, or that kind of detail. Don't do that kind of detail until you've got the skin done. Otherwise, you're going to be trying to color around, you're going to be trying to color around eyelashes. You don't want to do that. So she doesn't look very made up yet until, toward after I get the skin done. Do I have top tips for portraits? For me, sketch cantation, I always work on tone tan paper, whether it's the Strathmore Tone Tan sketchbook, or in this case, it's the mixed media, same color paper, but thicker. And there's also gray. I just prefer the, what do you call it? I prefer the tan color. Pick out I like to sketch it out, and I usually use whatever color skin tone the person is. I'll either use like a sienna color, or sometimes white. Like when I do that little girl, I'll probably, kind of get her, she's very, very pale. Let's see, the other things are, and then pick out your highlights. Whether you use pan pastels or pencil, you need to find your highlights, because if you lose your highlights, your face is going to look not alive. You see how already she's coming alive just with the white highlights? And this is going to be, like a pinky color here on her cheeks, but I have to find the highlights. It just gives her face form. Okay, right here on her nose, she has a highlight, a little bit of highlight there, a little bit of highlight right there. So you're kind of building the depth. She has, let me get my white pencil. And again, I'm using both pan pastels and pencil. I use both when I'm using pan pastel. Okay, we're going to get in with her teeth here in a little bit. Let me go ahead and make sure my pencil's nice and sharp. Start giving her some life in her eyes. And again, they're going to be more outlined with, eyelashes here in a little bit. I don't know if Faithful is saying anything. I hope she's being patient with me while I, get her blocked in here. And then right here, and then dip. There's usually a highlight over people's lips, over the top lip there. Faithfulmess. Oh my gosh. She said, don't put those crap pencils on my face. There's a story behind that, guys. When Denise, my daughter, was visiting, we were doing a color book page. And I gave Denise I keep the bulk of my color pencils, especially like here's all my portrait colors, my skin colors and all that in these silverware trays, right? I have two of them. These, and then I have the base other colors, colorful colors in another one. So I gave her those trays. To use in the color book. And I said, here, you'll like, and it's because Prismacolor, these are all Prismacolor. Prismacolors are the easiest to really use and blend, especially if you're not used to using them or blending. And she wasn't. So, anyway, so she used them, and then she saw all my pencil cases of my polychromos, my Holbees, my Lumies. She saw all my color pencils cases, and she goes, so you're giving me the crap pencils to use? just because they were in a silverware tray instead of in nice cases. So that's what Faithful's talking about. She said, I'm using the cracked pencils on her face. That was so funny. I will never forget that. Denise is a hoot. Denise is a hoot. Hi, Gail. So again, guys, I'm just taking my time. Taking my time. Just got a highlight on her lip here. And again, I'm just picking out the highlights. It's not going to stay like, all this is not going to necessarily stay this white. But I'm picking out where all the highlights are. I hope y'all can tell watching this that by doing this, you're seeing her face start to form, get rounded, right? Get depth to it. Okay, so now, and her teeth are going to be much whiter than this. This is white, titanium white, but her teeth are going to be very, very white. She has beautiful smile. So I'm just going to kind of start putting a little base of them in here. And teeth can be a little tricky. I think the main thing about teeth is you don't want to outline every tooth. Even if it looks kind of outlined in the piece, in the photo, you don't want to, you want to just kind of give a little dip where the gum line is, but don't go around and outline every tooth. Let's see, I just can't get quite in there with the thing. Okay, wait, I got to. I can't get right up detail with this. All right, so there's a base, there's a start. It'll look better, guys. Don't be saying nothing until we get into it. I'm just kind of blocking in right now. Okay. All right. So let's go over here. Same thing for her fingernails. These are very tiny. I better just go ahead and put those in with the pencil. Okay. Find the highlights here. We're going to get back into the color and everything here in a minute. My faces never have teeth because I tend to make them look too gray or a little white. Yeah, it's a little tricky, but her smile's so beautiful. I'm trying. I'm going to try. We'll see. We'll see if we can pull it off. Y'all know if I'm working on this live and I could mess it up, you can work on something like this at home. Practice when no one's watching you. If no one's watching you make mistakes. So don't be a fearing. All right, let's see. So she has a little highlight right here. And then on her shoulder over here. I'm just going to kind of not go much farther than like right there. That's why her clothes are way over here. Okay, now let me go back with this again. And my little, get back in here with the shadow. This is going to be much darker by the time I'm done, this shadow in here. Okay, stop that now. Okay, let me just take a breather, take a drink of juice. Oh, you had a Lisa's Coloring Corner. You got another beautiful grand yesterday. Congratulations. Hi, Jean. Congratulations, Lisa. I guess no one's going to allow your there. I'll allow. Faithful said something and it was not allowed, and I guess nobody was going to allow Faithful to talk. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's random things that can be not blocked, but oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to know. No, I picked up the wrong things. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Um, Random things can make the auto auto stop, you know. You allowed it. Thanks, Sassy Jean. How you feeling, by the way, Jean? Jean's been falling all over herself lately. I don't know what's going on with her. She slid off a stool, hurt herself. Our sassy pants. Okay, let me just see here. The next thing I want to do. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to clean off the blue off. See, I just go over here on a paper towel. Don't. It's not recommended you do it over your peas because you're going to get crumbs. But I want to show you what I'm doing over here. Cleaning that tip off, and now I'm going to come in here with. I'm going to go ahead and get these two reds. I'm going to go ahead and put some lip on her here. So I'm going to do both of these. Okay. I'm still lots of bruising, but the other bisons are okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Just start bringing her little face to life here. And put in, and this is very. This isn't tiny. It's not as tiny as you think. It looks, oh, that's so little, but it's really not. Skin a little lip stick in there. A little more pink to lighten that up just a little. I'll do probably most of this with pencil. Gotta get a little color in her face here. Let me check my battery. Okay, we're still fully charged. Gene, I was saying that the only two times that my battery has not held a charge was the last two streams. And now it seems fine. I'm watching it though. I'm watching you, Lappy. Gene, I don't know if you were here when I talked about that Quail Hill Jan, Lady True North Jan, took me on a tour yesterday of Quail Hill. She took me all the way around her house, up the hill, down the hill to the farm, took me over to the farm. We were on FaceTime for 2 hours, Gene. Okay, I got to get this a little sharper in there. And I say sharper, I can't get much sharper with, there we go. Can't get much sharper with this. She does do the best tours. It was so awesome. Okay, now let me get right back in here. Let me sharpen here. Is there any questions? Am I explaining things well enough, guys? I don't know. Oh, let's see. All right, let me get right in here. Right back in the inside of the mouth there. It helps define the shape of the top lip. You can get that corner. I think some of the things that really make a portrait look correct, the corners of the mouth, very important. and the eyebrows. The highlights and things around the eyebrows really help define the face correctly. It's one little nostril showing a little bit. So I'm starting to pick things out here. Once I get some color around her eyes, I'll go in there with the eyeliner, her eyelashes, and look more like her. Once I get her eyelashes in there. Okay. And then this in here, whoops, right back in here. This is going to be very dark. This is going to be very dark. Let me not forget to define this because her shape of her face depends on this shadow here. It looks like she might have an earring or there's a little white space there, but I'm not going to put that in. And you have to be careful working with pencil on top until you spray it because you can easily just smear this. And make sure that before you go and spray it initially, you just make sure you take your kneaded eraser and just make sure there's nothing, for that initial spray. Let's see. Gail, it's Faithfulmess. She's here. Here's her picture here. She has a YouTube channel. And she posted that awesome picture of herself on IG. I snagged it, and here we are. I don't want to get too far down here on her chin because this is going to go into another color here in a minute. All right. Let's go ahead and see what we can do about some skin. There's a little something on there. I don't know. It won't erase. Hopefully I can cover over that little speck. I know. Yeah. Okay, Kenny. Okay, now, same thing in her hair here. There's going to be some really darker black right in here that I can't even, with the pan pastel, it's not even black enough. So I'll want to get in there, maybe back in there even with a little bit more paint. But that's pretty good for now. Okay, let's see. Now I'm going to clean off my tool here again. And these are the ones that wear out the easiest. These little pointy tools. Once they start wearing out on this side, you can take it off. Now be gentle because these tear real easy. Take it off and turn it over and you can use the other side. Okay, you got to be very careful putting these on because it will tear. And when you clean it off too. So I'm just over here on a paper towel, cleaning it off on a paper towel. Okay. All right, let's see. All righty then. Let's get in with some skin. So I'm going to go in here with my iron oxide color. And let's just go with that first. And then if I get too much pigment, I'll wipe some off and then come and soften it. I just want to take my time and get layer by layer. Right? So going over that blue there, or that Payne's gray. Okay, now let me need a little bit of a peach color here. Blend it with that. And if you're not sure on your colors, mix it up and then test it on. Have one of these pieces of paper to the side. Don't try to test it on a white piece of paper. It's going to look different. Have another sheet of this to the side to test on if you're not sure, because it's going to look different on white paper than it will on a tone tan paper. Okay, I'm going to clean off my brush. Pick up just some of the light color here. And you just got to gently put it down and softly blend. And again, I can always go in with pencil if I don't get, especially around the details. Like I said, the eyes and whatever, small areas. I'm trying to make it smooth. Yeah, I know it, right? Yeah, you find your highlights. Find your highlights. Just, you can go light and build up. You can always go back in if it seems like it's getting too dark in an area, then you can go back over it. Thank you, Katrina. It's our Faithfulmess. Just kind of, if it gets too not soft enough, you can go back in there. I'll go back in there with some lighter color here. Let's clean off my tool. Maybe a little white and that color. So I'm just softening. Soft kitty, kitty. Shh. This is where you go. Shh, 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 shh. I'm barely touching, barely touching, barely touching. Just layer and take your time. I want to get around her eyes, because once I get her eyes done, it's really going to start looking like her. See how it's starting to have a shape? Okay, I need a little bit more now of the... Okay, I think my tool's getting a little... See how it's getting a little jaggedy there? So I'm going to need to turn it over so I can use the other side. So again, you want to be very careful, just kind of like you're putting a sock on a baby. Real gently here. If it starts to tear, you're going to get little weird shapes in there. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Riri. That's so sweet. Thank you very much. Very sweet, very kind. Thank you. Okay, a little bit darker in here. Let's start getting some color around the eyes here. Again, I'll go back in the eyebrows once I get some color in here. Let's see, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm starting to think pan pastels are the magic medium for skin. They are. It can just blend so nicely. Hi, Kim. Hi, Ray. Oh, thanks, Charlotte. We're working on it. It's Faithfulmess. Here's again, I'll show you the picture I'm working from. And you really just can't rush. You can't rush it. And I am trying to take my time and also keep up with chat too. So, you know. Okay, get my colors here. More of a pink. So just working my way down the face. It's like very gently. Get this blocked in, I can start doing more blending, you know? Thanks everybody for visiting and hanging. And a little dark right there. A lot of the shading I'll get in there with pencil. Like in the corners of the eyes. Bye, Cassie. Thanks for stopping in. My tweets are going off on my iPad there. I'm gonna have to get in there with pencils. Oh, right along the lip line there. thing's too thick. The tool. Let's see in here. Let's get my colors in here. I have, and I go back and forth between my pencil cases and my loose pencils. Let's see here. Let's see how this. No, that's going to be too red. I need more of a pinky color. A little bit more. Let me sharpen my mahogany red. I think that's going to be the right color. Yeah, there we go. Shh, 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 shh. I'll get to her eyes here in a minute, so. Still a little more. Let's see here. Darker right under the top. Right there. She's got a little highlight right there on her top lip. Very light. Let's see if I can kind of lighten it just a little. There we go. Let's see. Faithful said, Hubs is watching and being a lurker. Hi, John. Don't. I hope he's like maybe on a plane or something. I hope he's not driving. Don't drive and talk, John. Or watch rather. Don't watch. And I'm recording. You can watch it later. All right, let's see. Let's get back with right in here. All right, let me get around her eyes. I'm going to take a little minute from the lips for a minute and get into the eyes. All right, so let's see how far I can get in there with the skin tone. Let's see. I'm going to have to get in here with my white pencil right in these and get that detail right along the eye before I put the eyelashes on her. Okay, it's my dark brown. Let me sharpen. Got to keep your pencils really sharp. Oh, thank you, Nana. We're getting there. I'm taking my time. Taking my time. Okay, do that little tiny. I know it's very very little. So no, that's not. Some blue. Just a little bit of shadow from your eyelid. It's very tiny. Hi, Wolfie. Let me check my battery. We're still at 100%. Woohoo! All right, let's see now. Let's get zoomed up in eyes. Blend that little blue I put in there. All right, now let's go back with okay, let's go back with my brown here. I'm not looking at chat for a minute, guys. I gotta kind of concentrate here. And the white highlight in her eye, sometimes, when you're working on it, it can get dusty. So you might have to go back in there like with just a dot of Posca pen to get that nice bright white back, because you got your blowing pan pastel all over it and stuff. So I'm starting with dark brown, then I'll go in with the lashes in a minute. Okay, I'm going to go back and forth with a little bit of my color. You can just blend in your pencil. Okay, where's my little... That line right there's a little harsh there. Aw. Well, not done yet, Faithful. You want me to make you look older? I'm just, it takes lots of layers, and it does take some minutes. Funny. I do have a couple little laugh. I don't call them wrinkles, but where your eyes kind of crinkle up when you're smiling. Yeah, they're going to be under there in a minute. Under the eyebrows there and right here. All right, let's work a little on this side. I haven't put your eyelashes on. When we put your eyelashes on, you're going to look gorgeous. But you got to get everything. You don't want to put your eyeliner or your eyelashes until you have the skin around the eye done. Otherwise, you're going to be trying to color around eyelashes. Bye, John. Safe travels. So I guess the one we should be trying to make happy is John, right, Faithful? All right, let's see. Back to my skin colors. I'm just wanting to take my time, guys. I hope, it's not too, I don't want to say it's boring, but I mean, I hope it's not too tedious just to, let me clean my little tool off there so I can feather that in. Faithful's looking amazing. Hi, Devin Rex. Hi, Becky or Steve. That's Becky, but All right, let's move that over there. Okay, put something there to prevent those from rolling. Oh no, my connection is unstable. What's going on? Are we here, guys? We just had your connection is unstable. I have bars. I have charge. I'm charged up. It's back. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're good. We're good? Okay. All right. Just working my way down the face very gently. Pinky color here. There we go. Put that little bit of blush in her cheeks. We're going to blend it out. It's going to be smoother. We just got to get it all based in. Okay. Yes. Yes. I want Bernadette the Pan Pastel Lady Maker to make us a bigger one of these. Need to make us a bigger one of these so we have a bigger palette. All right, I'm going to stop for a minute and let's do our eyes here. All right, take a moment. Let's just real gently here. I'm going to get her eyelashes. And oh, wait, let me get my brown. There's my brown. Let's get a little more. Oh, that's not my brown. Where's my brown? What did I do with it? Did it roll away? Okay. Sorry guys, I'm really concentrating here. I'm trying to learn my pan pastels. Show the photo again? Yeah. Okay. All right, let me sharpen my black again. All right, here we go. Let's get some. Holding my breath. I get these little hairs on her eyebrows just right. All right, now let's get in here with some eyelashes. I'm concentrating, guys, concentrating. Okay. I'm going to hold it up so you can see one with eyelashes and one without. See the difference the eyelashes make? Okay, I need the slightest bit of terracotta. Great, I'm in a group text with my family there. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. So about eyelashes, do you have any advice? My advice is, and I show this all. Let me get. I don't want to do it right here. Let me get a piece of scratch paper. A piece of scratch paper here. Sketch. Here's my advice. My advice is when you're doing eyelashes, here's your eye. Don't do this. Don't do that. You do this. You kind of go flick, flick, little, 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 flick, flick. Okay. All right, let's get back on it. All right. Okay, the sound effects help. Yeah, it always does. All right, let's see. Let's keep working down now here. Let's go back to my sponge and my colors here. A little bit of white in there. Okay. A little whiter even still. Clean off my tool. Blend. Okay. I know I'm talking less than I normally do, guys, but concentrating, you know? All right, let's stop and look at chat for a minute. All right, how we doing? Hi, Ashley. Way down. And a brown here. I keep picking up my lipstick color. I don't want that. All right, let's see. It's going in here very gently. Soft blends, very gently. Holding my breath. All right, let's see. Let's get a little more. Get more red in that. Yeah, holding my breath a little bit. A little bit of that blue right there. I need to clean up my edges right here. I don't want to get her face of her shape of her face off by getting too much on the outside. Get those little face highlights. Hi, Becky. All right, let me take a minute to look again. Okay, let's get some red color in there. No, I'm quieter than I ever am, aren't I, guys? I know I'm so quiet. Sorry, but I'm really concentrating. Clean my tool off there a little bit. Need to hear a thing. Oh, thanks, Donna. Well, it makes for a little bit more of a chill stream for sure. And that's like, that's if I was doing a video without you guys here. See, that's what it would sound like. Really kind of quiet. Very quiet. Because when when you aren't, I really pay attention to chat a lot. But when I'm doing something very, you know, concentrative. Okay, let's see. This needs to be a little. Okay, thanks for being here. Sketch Cantation. That's such a cute name. Okay, let's see. Let me get my right above this lip. I'm gonna get back in. I'm gonna get into our teeth here now. All right, all right. I need my Posca. This is not going to be white enough on certain places. I got to have. Let me just take a minute to really, because even my pencil is not going to get that those edges. Nice, sharp, pretty teeth edges. Barely touching. And remember now, when you put anything on with Posca, you can go over it. I can go over this. It doesn't have to. I can knock it back if I need to. The color, knock the color back a little. Okay. And take my time. Take my time on the teeth. But her teeth are very white. Look. Well, back that up. See, she has very beautiful smile. So I want to take my time on them. But again, you don't want to outline the teeth. Just the shadow. See that kind of off white that's already on her teeth? That's enough to separate the teeth. I'm going to get in here on her gum line. With my pink. Let's just go ahead and put some pink in there and then I'll go back over it. Just so I don't have to color around the white. Let's go ahead and put this in here. Okay, now. taking my time. I'm barely touching it, guys. I'm just kind of, just barely putting any down and just kind of smoothing it out with my, and then I can go back over it with pencil. It's probably hard to see, but I'm just like barely, like just putting one little stroke at a time on here and kind of feathering it out. I'm a whole bunch of Posca is not coming out. You didn't think you'd be going to the dentist today, did you, Faithful? Uh, having everybody look at every one of your teeth. Okay, now I gotta let that dry and see, then I can kind of shade around and kind of, it's hard to describe. You just got to kind of blend it in real gently. So it, but her teeth are very white. So, I don't think most people have this beautiful of teeth. And then you go under, let's see what kind of, this probably my, and then you just kind of barely go in between the little, you don't draw lines. That little bit of pen, that the color of the paper is plenty for division of teeth. Yes, yes, it is Rebecca. You recognize her? Let's get her lip. Okay, I need a little bit of more pink here. My lips. Let's blend this out. I got a little piece of. I got a little piece of something between her teeth there. All right, let's see. Where's my tool here? Get that little dimple. All right, I need a little more. Let me get a little red and pink here. She needs a little bit more color in her lips. Get my pencil in there. Okay. A little more shadow right there. What do y'all think so far? So much of it is being able to see what's really there. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, let me go back with my lip color here. Get a nice lip line. I'm liking her so far. I hope y'all are liking her. Again, pan pastels are not my usual thing, but I'm trying to learn them better. So, what better way to do than just to learn them right here with you guys? All right, let's see. Let's back the thing up there a little bit. Oh, yeah. Don't want to lose this here either. This is the back. Very dark back in there. Now let's go in there with a dark brown in here. That's right where her hand is, right here. That's her. I hope you aren't tired of watch me do this, but if you are, then you know. Oh, thanks, Louise. I'm just happy we're staying fully charged with the. We're staying fully charged. I don't know what those last 2 days were because my laptop. I was saying earlier, my laptop. Y'all know last Monday and Wednesday, the Wednesday before, the it wasn't holding a charge, so I didn't know if it was my battery, and I still don't know. It was my battery, if it was my charger, but it was only when I streamed those 2 days. It's been fine on everything else. I watch streams, I watch recordings, I watch, everything seems fine. And then, I've been watching my charging, my, let's move those over. I've been watching my, level, make sure it's still charged up, and it is. So it's not losing its charge. Let's clean that off so I can blend. What do y'all think? It's fabulous. Oh, good. Thanks, guys. As long as Faithfulmess and John like it, that's all that matters. If they like it, we're getting there. Again, I'm not putting her shirt thing here. I'm just letting it go off into their skin right here. Something like that. Okay, let me work on her hand. Hi, Lady Jan. Jan, I told the girls about your tour, how you took me on the tour. Okay, see it when I step away from the teeth for a minute, then I see where I can fix them. Then she needs just a little highlight, right? Tap, tap, tap. And the same thing, she's going to need one little highlight here. She's going to need a highlight here, here, the eye. Because I've been putting a pastel has been rubbing over it. I'll go back over it. As soon as it dries, I'll go back over it with the pink. It was awesome. All right, let's see. So if you're just joining us, this is Faithfulmess. That's her name, her nickname. Okay, got to get that little highlight back. That one's good. Okay. Do it. Is it someone's birthday? Is it Faithful's Mess's birthday? I'll be back in September. I'm taking my birthday month off to reload my essays. Today's not your birthday, is it, Faithfulness? Okay, Pat. Thank you. Thanks for being here. I'm waiting to see. Is it really your birthday? I know if it really is. I had no idea it was your birthday. Seriously? A little more peach in there. August. Okay. It's coming up. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'd be doing this on your birthday. I'm going to get that just so. She's going to be on the down low for her birthday. I got to tell her now. Yeah. All right. So let's see here. Let's go back in with my pink. Now that my pasta's dried a little here. All right. Let's get over here on the hand for a minute. All right. Let's make sure nails show up. I need to go to the bathroom real quick, guys. Did y'all mind if I run to the? I've been drinking all this juice and holding my breath. It's making me. I have to go take a quick break. Do y'all mind? I run to the bathroom real quick. I know you don't mind. I hate to even ask. I usually don't. I usually pretty good about not having to take breaks while I'm streaming, but I'm going to take a quick one. So hang on, guys. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to leave her right there. Walk away from a minute, and it'll probably, I'll come back and I'll see something else. So hang on. I'll be right back. No baby kitties, you can't come in. No kitties during pan pastels. I'm going to get my hands dry. All right, there we go. All right. Sip. All right, back at it, guys. Back at it. All right. Still with the tour. Faithful may not be able to be here all the time. She's at her desk. Hopefully she's able to watch some. Yeah, they look cute with a colorful butt. Yeah. Yeah, Malibu had her yellow, red, and blue body there for a while. Okay, now I do see something smooth this out here. Let's see. Okay, clean that off so I can smooth this out. I have to plug my charger into my iPad in a minute. I want it to look right here where her hand and her neck meet. This is going to have her hand here. Kind of fades into each other. Goes off the photo. I mean. That's good. Hi, Michelle, and anybody else I missed when my mom came to. Probably in November. We want her to stay. We want her to be here through the holidays, so she'll probably be here in November. We'd like to keep her for a couple of months, but I know she won't be. She won't stay that long. Okay, I got to blend. I have to get him some black. There we go. That's better. Thank you, Michelle. We're getting there. Okay, I've got to, let me clean this off really well. I've got to do a nice little, there. Yeah, she only gets one, just saying. Yeah. Yeah, Connie. All right, I'm looking at it for a minute. A little bit of. Let's get some more final. I say final detail. I mean final with the pan pastel. I want to try to kind of get my last bits of. That brown needs to come up. Hang on, I gotta fix that eyebrow a little. Comes out just a little more. Just a little more hairs up there. There. Blend that out right in there. Right on that hand. Okay. Watching from Costa Rica. Wow, thank you. Thanks, Melissa. All right, guys, let's see here. Need a little. I'm kind of going back into my gray blues. You know, we kind of laid it out in the gray blues, and then we kind of went over it, and now I'm going kind of back and just kind of picking out a little bit more of those shadows with the gray blue on top. Not too much, just a little. Just a little. Let's don't go cray with it. Let's don't go cray with the shadows. Okay, go lighten that up. Right there on the tip. It's almost time for another tulle sponge change here. Okay, let's go back with the light blend here. Just kind of going through and looking where I might need to do a little touch. What do y'all think, guys? I don't want to go too much with it. You know, I mean, I don't want to overwork it. That needs a little more. Just needs that little shadow. I'm going to have to go back in with the pencil there. Let's see. On the edge of the nostril. There we go. A little bit more right here. I might do a little tweaking, but I think we're pretty good here. There we go. What do y'all think? And I'll go out and spray it. Let's see about a couple of little, just a couple of little swirls where her curls are. The very edge of her hair. I did the bulk of it. I did the bulk of it with the pan pastel. Little bit of pencil though, you know. Let's get a little bit of her curls in there on the edges. I'll take a picture of it and tweet it, and I'll put it on Instagram. I'm going to put it on IG for our faithful. I hope she likes it. I hope she and John like it. You got a little. Be careful not to smudge anything till I spray it. Make sure Move this over. Let's make sure all edges are there's no little, because it smears. You just barely touch it anywhere, and you're going to have a smear. That looks pretty good. Let's back out. So you can see it a little better. So here she is here. There we go. I'm going to call it done. If I do too, I don't want to do so much that I mess it up. You know what I mean? Burn. But I do see one thing I need to do. I do see one little more bit. I just need a little more eyebrow right here. Just like shadowy bit. And just a little bit of blend right there. All right. Thank you. Thanks, guys. And I stayed charged the whole time. So I don't know what was up those 2 days. I don't know what was up those 2 days. Get a little bit more right in here. I'm just seeing a couple little tweaks, like with the hair here. To make it look like a true hairline. In here. Again, I don't do too many with pan pastels. I'm learning. So there we go. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dot. So I hope she likes it. I don't know if she's still here or not. No, that was my phone, Jan. When we were FaceTiming, I had to charge my phone. I'm talking about my laptop right now. Yeah, I'm talking about my laptop. The last two streams would not hold a charge, but it seems like it's doing fine. So I don't know. I'm glad. Yeah, who knows, right? But it only happened 2 times, and only while I was streaming. Only while I was streaming. So I don't know. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. I'll take a picture of it. I'll put some of the pan pastels around the piece and take a picture of it, and I'll post it for Faithfulmess. And thanks again for the tour yesterday, Jan. That was fun. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to do a couple. I have a couple of color book catch-up things. I want to try to do a couple things over the weekend that I'll just record. I'll just do them. They'll be kind of quiet. They won't be. Today was kind of quiet too, but they'll be quieter videos unless I can get Hubster in here to yak with me while I work. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. Bye.